If cats had pockets, what would you find in your cat's pockets? All those plastic spring toys which have vanished. Not under the furniture or appliances. Over 30 of them just gone. I know they've hidden these toys somewhere. Hate to bring this up. Thieves slowly been eaten. I kept find little bits of cat spring in the litter box. I had to banish them, along with hair ties from my home. Cat number 1, those silver fuzzy toy balls. But only the silver ones. Cat number 2, twice the legal carry limit for catnip. Cat number 3, you know that meme about spaghetti falling out of someone's pockets? It's that, but with Friskies turkey and cheese. Cat number 4, let's see, chewed up rubber power cables, elastic bands, whiskas temptations, crinkle balls, fuzzy crinkle balls, litter, the carcasses of the mandarats she has felled, stolen puzzle pieces, stolen socks, and a picture of her one true love, cat number 1, who hates her guts. BS. They do keep grudges, but eventually forgive. But damn, when holding a grudge, they are brutal. My soul cat, now passed, was so pissed when I went on a honeymoon with my then husband. He wouldn't let me pet him or pick him up for a week. Before that he was clingy and my best friend. Once I said fuck it and stopped bugging him for affection, he came back after a week to love on me. After that, trips were hard. Rather than jealousy, he showed how much he missed me. That always made me feel bad for leaving him. We had 13 plus years together and I miss him dearly. Anyone who doesn't think animals don't have feelings/personalities, especially domesticated animals, scare me. So true. Our 2 cats were usually solitary sleepers. But whenever my wife and I came back from a vacation, for a week so she would sleep encased in cat. Had a bird my parents rescued that flew into my mom's 4th story office window. Named it Tweet. Loved it. But we had a cat that had never been around one. So they put the cage in their bathroom. We always made sure to keep the cat out cause she would mess with the bird. Came home and the door was open to the room. I walked in and Bad was dead of an assumed heart attack because the cat probably attacked the cage trying to get to the bird. Oh yeah, my roommate had a cat and my other roommate got a canary. Its cage was attached to the ceiling. The cat would knock it off the ceiling and slap it around the floor like an oversized cat toy. The canary didn't die, but I'm sure it was terrified AF. My cat stashes all my hair ties behind the couch, and when I find them, she looks at me with the most innocent look. I used to have a cat that would grab our socks and try to feed them to her kittens. This behavior persisted well into their adulthood. We'd find socks out in the front yard. I probably go through 50 hair ties a year, despite only wearing them at home, and putting them in the same place when I'm done with them. Adorable little thiefy thief. My cat carries around toys for fetch. It'll usually take 2 to 10 minutes of him screaming at it and me telling him to bring me the damn toy so I can throw it before he does. Ugh. Eater. He did it while I was in the shower. I got out and 2 toys and a cat awaited. He's currently waiting on the ball dropped at my feet. At least he plays with you. The only game my cat liked to play is the one where she pretends she's a panther and my arm is some other stupid animal that she must attack and viciously kill in order to remain queen of the jungle. They usually bring dead rats or birds. Guess the smell was similar. She was more of a bug hunter, and this wasn't the only time she brought in something that belonged to one of us because she recognized the smell. She also brought in leaves from time to time. Never figured out what motivated her. The only common trait between the leaves was that they were all perfectly undamaged, even after being carried in a cat mouth. My childhood cat once found a sock I had left outside. She was very proud to return it. The howling around a mouthful of sock was adorable. One time I lost a bottle of ibuprofen and a week later my cat hits it in front of my feet with the proudest look I've ever seen on her. Turns out it was under my bed the whole time and she was getting it unstuck the whole week. Food for now, food for later, and food for even later. My cat's a pig who will knock things over and break them to get to food. Mine too. We can't let her see where we keep her treats because she'll be up on the counter knocking things off trying to open the cabinet door. My big boy Ted would have a plastic bag full of plastic bags because he fucking loves sitting on plastic bags for some reason. His other pocket would be full of cat toys because he likes to move them all into his plastic throne like a dragon hoarding gold. My little Queen Agatha would put a little toy snake she loves and then probably try and keep milk in her other pocket somehow. Either that or weapons she can use to defeat Ted, an entire blanket, if he could get it to fit somehow, lol. My cat passed away some 24 years ago. He kinda looked like Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. If he had had pockets, there would have been a list there with the names and addresses of every old lady in the town we lived in. Whenever we tried to feed him dry cat food, he would get offended and go and visit some dear old lady that would take pity on him and cook fish for him. He did this on numerous occasions until we finally caved. My little Torby, princess, has been frequently found in our pantry in the bag of dog kibble, chowing down like she's starving. She has 2 bowls of food in her cat tree. They always have food. Always. She's a 7-pound piglet. Ugh, my cat will refuse to eat her premium cat food, but chows down on my dog's store brand dog food. Mine hardly has any teeth left, so he can't even chew it. He just steals it, and then I find it under the table, under my desk. I'm convinced he does it, just to get a rise out of the poor dog. Me, where's my sock? Donut, you fat bitch. My cat. This needs commas. I spent too long trying to figure out what a sock donut is. A sock donut is when you roll your sock down to your ankle and continue down to your toes to take it off. Makes a weird donut shaped, inside out sock. Flashing back to being a teenager and my mom yelling at me for not unrolling them before she had to wash them, lol. BRB, gotta call mom and apologize for being a stupid kid. A few pieces of balled up toilet paper, a bottle cap, a catnip mouse with a bell, and a few pieces of kibble point. She would have something to play fetch with, just in case the opportunity arises. I've had another cat that could play fetch, but only if I started it. This sweet, obnoxious kitty will wake me up at night with her ball. I hid all of her toys at night for a few days before she started figuring out she could bring any fucking thing to play with. Earmuffs, a small kid toy, pencil, or the hairbands, etc. Definitely some treats. Cap from the hairspray bottle, hair elastics, pet squirrel, hair ties. At least 47 of them, mostly the new ones I just bought and thought I'd hidden. My other cat would have 3 Canadian pennies, a red Kraft pom-pom, a partially chewed Ziploc baggie, and the last bite of an ossified chicken nugget she stole from my daughter months ago. A bag of extra cat hair to spread all over my bed. Cat 1, all the spoons. We find them in random spots in the house. Why? Not a clue. And the red wool mouse, and the triangle toy thing, and the tennis ball, and the laser pointer, and the pens, the chopsticks. Cat 2, all the hairties. Many dead lizards. Oh, and a piece of a banana. Found my cat eating a banana like 2 years ago. Won't ever forget the pieces of random dead rodents it killed, just in case it needed a snack for later. All my missing hair ties. My cat likes batting the around, so I put the in a zipper bag on the bathroom counter. Still end up missing. I caught him reaching into the bag, using the toilet as a stepping stool. He had a hair tie on his claw. He saw me and booked it. Never found the hair tie. I thank deities I don't even worship this fuzzy thief doesn't have thumbs. Edit. Phone auto-corrected thank to think. Everything. The cat versus infinite. Mainly plush mice and small things I've dropped. My cat Summer has been my constant companion since I got hurt, sitting with me whenever she can, and following me around like she's afraid I'll fall down. She was never like that before, so I think right now she'd have whatever she thinks I might need in her pockets. And also a ton of cereal, because she goes fucking crazy for that stuff for whatever reason. My other cat would just stuff his pockets with as much catnip as possible. Hair ties, my keys, someone else's keys, whatever food she's stolen when I wasn't looking, a piece of tinsel that she stashed from Christmas, my housemate's keys, bottle caps of various sizes, and probably my phone, hot glue sticks, food, and my dirty underwear. She like rolling around in them. Pieces of pasta. My cat loves to steal pasta, uncooked, from my saucepan and then bat it around the floor until it gets under some object somewhere. Moved one of my chairs in the living room to clean under it and found approximate 20 pieces of pasta. Used tissues that the little fucker keeps stealing from the trash bin. Sweet corn. For some reason our cat will dig through the bin to find the KFC sweet corn in the wrapper. She will drag it out into the hallway to rip into it and eat it. Yet she turns her head away when you put wet food down for her. I want to think that my one needy and cuddly cat would keep a picture of me in his pocket for the times that I leave him. He would also have all the tails for the toy mice we give him. Our other cat is very chatty, so I think she would have a tiny lyric book for the songs that she is singing to us. She would also have a pocket watch. She likes to lead us to bed if she feels like it is getting too late, or if she wants a nap buddy, and this could help her keep track of bedtime. Cat 1. His jingle mice, hair ties, about 7 Q-tips, some leftover crumbs of catnip and his Christmas pickle. Cat 2. Her sparkly balls, mainly her old pink one, green as salmon treats, and a small bottle of catnip bubbles. Cat 3. About 47 Q-tips, any toy that the other two don't have, some form of kitty crack, because she trips out way harder than the other two, and a Reese's cup. She doesn't eat them, she just steals them from the candy dish and bats them around for some reason. And all of them would have 1 or 2 rocks, because they like stealing my little rocks from the coffee table. Nerf darts. My cat freaks out over them and throws them in the air. Thumbtacks. My cat holds the sharp end in her mouth and you can see the colored end sticking out. She's done this for years, and we are still wondering where she gets them from. We do have them up in the office, but I believe she has a secret stash. Rubber bands, hairbands, pretty much anything that resembles a ring of cloth. That reminds me, I need to go check that he hasn't somehow gotten a hold of one right now. Live hamsters. I kid you not. He brought me a live hamster. Oh, the poor child whose hands he ripped it from, probably scarred for life. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you would like to see more, feel free to subscribe.